Hello and welcome to the Pen Man. Today our special guest is the Diplomat Excellence A2, and this is in the Magna. When I got this pen, what I originally wanted was the Skyline Red. I'd been looking at the Skyline Red and the Skyline Blue for so long, but I didn't have the funds, and then somebody blessed me with a gift that enabled me to afford one of these, another one, and so another one of the Excellence A's series. And so I took the plunge and went ahead and tried to get one of the Skyline Reds. And even though it was on some websites as being available, once you order it, then they email you back telling you that they're no longer in stock, won't be getting in stock, that the Diplomat Pen Company is no longer producing these Skylines, at least Skyline Red. I'm assuming the blue as well. And so, but they do have this Magna Red, and I wasn't too sure if I would, be pleased with it, because I really wanted the Skyline. I saw some on eBay, but I'm somewhat gun shy ordering stuff from eBay. Anyways, so I went ahead and got this. And one of the things I was really pleased with, and I don't know if the Diplomat Company took my suggestion or what, but as I was trying to complete my collection of Excellence A's, one of the colors that they didn't have was a good red. They ended up coming out with a very vibrant red, but I didn't want a vibrant red. I wanted something more, and this is what I wrote to the company about, the Diplomat Company, that they would have something a little more darker, and I compared it to the Waterman Karen and their, see, what do they call that? Anyway, it's like a maroon, and very, very pretty. And this isn't quite like that, but it is very similar. It's along the lines of the shades of colors that I like. So I now have as you saw in my what's on my desk, I have the full range. I have the brown, black brown, red, green, and blue in the Excellence series. The difference is all those were Excellence A's. This is an Excellence A2. So we'll be going through this because these are pretty much what's available. You can get the regular A's. Diplomat also makes an A+ with even more limited selection, but they do have the A+. There's some basic differences in some of them. They all look about the same as far as shape and so forth, but the A+ is similar to the A2, only instead of a snap cap, it has a threaded cap. This pen is, like I said, it comes in, I'll try to get up as close as I can. If you can see, somewhat of a metallic type of look to that. It's not just a, just a flat red color. It does have some little bit of sparkle to it, but it's not, I wouldn't call it bling at all. I'm not real crazy about bling for the most part. I don't mind just a tad, but anyway. So you got this. Now this is a metal body. It's very pretty uniform. It's just slight, comes down just a little, just a slight bit amount right there, and then it tapers a slight, that's the word I'm looking for, taper, and then it tapers slight from the grip section area down here. The cap finial has the distinct Diplomat ink drop logo there. And then the band, I'm going to roll it around here, and it just basically says Diplomat on the top there, and then on the bottom, since 1922. And then on the back, it says made in Germany. So another good pen product coming out of Germany. There's a couple of the differences I'll point out between the Excellence A2s and the Excellence A's. One of them is the clip, and I'll do a comparison, a little more of a comparison on these in another video. But this one has a little closer, little spring clip there, and you can see the hinge, which I'm not real crazy about, but it is what it is. Now on the inside, oops, on the inside of the clip, you can see those little grip areas. So, and it's more of a solid piece going back for the most part. It is, you know, it's a comfortable, I would say a comfortable grip there. And then you have the ink drop on the clip right there. So I like that. I like that when a pen company has something little distinct that you can tell it apart. And it's generally on all their products, so Diplomat doesn't have it on all of theirs, I don't think. Come to the other side, this is the body finial, and it's just has this kind of flat end to it, and it's just basic, just chrome right there. Open it up. Now, I mentioned the snapping mechanism. This is another difference between the Excellence A's and the A pluses, or A2s, I'm sorry, I'm getting them all mixed up here. I think the A plus also has this clicking mechanism. It's a little newer, and it's just, I like the clicking, I love the clicking mechanism on the other Diplomat Excellence A's, as well as the arrow. But this one's just even better. They really made it nice. I mean, it feels firm, but oh boy, it's like it rolls into place. It doesn't just softly click. It feels like it kind of rolls into place. Now I'm going to open it up here, and I'm going to show you inside. You can kind of see those facets in there. See that one on the bottom there, and then there's another one right there, and then there's get my flashlight. Anyway, it's right there. So this is different than the insert into the regular Excellence A's. All right, the grip section is the same as the Excellence A's there. It's smooth, it's metal, but it's not slippery. I mean, I guess maybe some people might think it's slippery, but I don't find it slippery. And I think what helps is the weight. I mean, I don't feel it slipping out of my hand when I do that. If you get the gold nib, it will come in a two-tone, gold and chrome or silver there, whatever, steel. All right, so the nib has again the ink logo there, and the Diplomat, and then since 1922, and if you can see the M there for medium. And then it's a Yovo nib, and you can tell that too by the feed. Very nice writer. It's number 6 nib, of course. You open this up, and you have the supplied. See on there somewhere it says Diplomat on the barrel. I got ink filled, so you can't really see it, but they do have the Diplomat and their logo on the logo design on the converter. So it does take standard international cartridges and converters, which I appreciate. I'm not real crazy about proprietary elements on some pens, but it is what it is. Okay, so you got metal threads, and on here, on the body, you also have metal threads, so that's a good thing. You don't have metal tearing up plastic. And then you have this O-ring. My assumption is the O-ring is there to more as a kind of gives your little squeak. I've actually put silicone grease on some of my other ones, but maybe just to kind of give it a softer close as it screws in. I don't think it's so much so they intend for you to eyedropper this pen, but because it is, you know, it is an all metal pen. I believe that's probably maybe brass on the inside and then lacquer coated and so forth. Again, the grip section itself is metal, so, and a nice feel. It has a really good weight to it, I feel, unposted. Let's see. It will post, and it posts securely. It's only somewhat back weighted. If you have a larger hand, you probably wouldn't notice it more, but I don't know. To me, it's just, and I'm not used to posting, so it's a little bit too much weight for me. It is a metal pen after all, and I don't think the capping this or posting this would mess up the finish, simply because of the insert that it grips onto is no doubt plastic. But nevertheless, I like using my pens unposted, and as you can see, I have medium-sized hands, and so this would go well beyond that. All right, so there you have an overview of the Diplomat Excellence A2 in Magna Red. All right, how about some size comparisons? Okay, so some size comparisons. You have the Diplomat Excellence A2 next to the Pilot, the iconic Pilot Custom 823, the Lamy Safari, the Pilot Metro. That's kind of iconic too, isn't it not? Then you have the TWSBI 580 AL and the Retro 51 Tornado and Corsair. Being a Navy guy, former Navy guy, always a Navy guy, right? Had to get the Corsair. And here they are unposted or uncapped, whichever you prefer. And here they are posted. As you can see, it's typical of TWSBI. When they're posted, they're really posted. Alrighty, let's move on to a writing sample. Alright, writing sample for the Diplomat Excellence A2, and this is a medium. The ink I'm using is Diamine Red Dragon. All right, how about some wetness? At least the ink's wet. It dries up pretty quick. I'm using Rhodia paper, by the way. And no hard starts, no skips. Smooth with just a slight bit of feedback. You know that you have a nib on paper, but that's about as feedbackish as it gets. Whatever angle you go, even your upstrokes are smooth. It's a steel nib, of course, so there's shouldn't be used for flex much at all, but it will give a little flex. Okay, reverse writing. A little more feedback there, of course, but still very good. You have an extra fine line with that. What do I think about this Excellence A2? I like it. Before my battery runs out, put some exclamation points. I'm a big Diplomat fan, as you can tell. All right. Thanks for watching, and you all have a great day and a wonderful Thanksgiving time coming up here. So long.